you were gone.
I saw that. I got to see some of them and catch up a little bit when I had some downtime. And it's
Yeah.
like, oh, good. Oh, I guess like, oh, I miss these girls.
Oh, I know. I missed you guys, you too. And when I don't see you guys like frequently, it's like, I missed you. I said to Dalmain the other day, I'm like, I'm trying to get myself ready for when you guys finish at the end of April. It's like, I'm gonna hate that. But anyways, welcome you guys. We are on your Soulfully Aligned journey. This is module 7 for clarification. And it is one of getting fired up. So first of all, I'm gonna do a quick check-in with all you guys first, and then we'll talk about the energy that is rising and where this all fits. So celebrations, maybe where you need some extra love, let us know. Who wants to go? Well, let's catch up with you, Kelly. We haven't seen you in so long. Let's start with you.
Yeah, I
And
feel like it's been almost a year and it's only been 3 weeks. Well, traveling, it started out 40 below and WestJet froze up. So we missed an entire day of our vacation. Grateful that we actually made it there because they weren't going to get us there till Tuesday. We got there on Sunday. So I was really happy about that and really grateful that they managed to find us, all 8 of us, on the same flight. So it was good. And once we got there, it was a little stormy that day. And then by Wednesday, it cleared right up. Notice a lot of the beaches are gone with the winds. And it's just, it will come back. The people that have been there for years and years, they say it'll come back. Just going to take some time. Once the winds shift to a different direction.
winds of change.
Yeah. And did my best to catch up on a few things. And I thought one day I was fooling myself thinking, I'm going to wake up and do the meditation. When I went, yeah, no, that's 5:30 in the morning. So, and then one day, the Monday when the kids all left, I thought, oh, I'll get up and I'll do that class. I'll sign in on this and the Reclaim Your Radiance. Yeah, that was the day I spent 32 hours in bed.
Oh,
So, because I didn't even get up to take a look at the sunset that day. I laid on the couch and I went, I have no energy to do this.
oh,
No, don't even want to stand up. So next day it was all great and it was back to enjoying the sunshine and
yeah,
so
good.
that's my little catch up. I don't know. So.
It's good to have you back. Yeah. Okay. You tag somebody, Kelly.
Tell me.
Okay. I'm going hard and fast and getting lots of things done. Did a bit of a shift into some more different art because of course I get bored. So I'm one of those people that likes change as long as I'm in control, of course. But no, everything's going well. I find that now that I'm checking in with myself so much about how I'm thinking that maybe I'm still thinking the negative because I'm trying not to think the negative anyway, or the different things that, that go on in those little head things that are happening. But I'm doing as much focus as I can. Thank you, Janice, for putting my name on your altar the other day because yeah, my tooth has waned and I'm working on it too. Because I don't do dentists. So this tooth for 2 years, I know it should come out or something get done with it, but I'm refusing to go. And I know that my body can heal itself. So I don't need a dentist to do that. So I do truly believe that about all things medical is it's coming from somewhere else and I have to re-examine what I'm doing to create that. So I know that that's how it works. So I just have to stop and go, okay, what do I need to do? And I'm trying to figure that out, but I'm finding I don't always get those answers, but I'm working on it.
Awesome. Good to hear though
Yeah.
that feeling better. Yeah, my daughter said this morning, oh, your healing energy is working. Like, good, good.
The other thing that I've been doing is my daughter mentioned that she had some arthritis in her finger already. And she said, "Do you have any copper that I can do? Can you make me just a little copper band?" And so I did have some copper wire. And so I made her a little ring wire finger ring. And within a half an hour, it was already working. And then my dad was out at the farm and he brought me home a bigger piece of wire, and he has trouble with his shoulder and his arm. So I made him a big one for a bracelet, and he said he's already noticing a difference. So that copper is a balancing for sure, that metal of copper. And so, yeah, so I'm going to get some copper earrings, and that's close to my tooth. So that'll help too.
Oh, thank you for
Yeah.
reminding me about copper. I completely forgotten I have a crooked finger that's get achy. And my sister does too, and her birthday's coming up. So I might send her some copper rings. That'd be good.
Mm.
Thanks. Awesome. Okay, you tag somebody, Delmy.
Um, uh, Micah.
Hello. Well, you guys can tell my voice is lovely today, but I did notice yesterday, I was like, okay, what happened around this time? Like something significant that I didn't use my voice. And so, like, cute. Okay. Well, we'll energetically move through this then. The copper is funny because I have these in my pocket today.
Oh,
They're little copper balls that I don't remember where I got them, but it seems like copper is coming up like for everybody. Like my friend that I'm doing the workshop with, she's like, "Oh my gosh, you sent me this with copper, and I've just been really feeling like I need to bring copper into my practice and into my life, but I haven't been able to find it." So I thought that was funny. And then when I printed out the module yesterday, I was like, hilarious. It's on fire. And I had pulled out one of my journals that last year in May I had gone to a training with, or a workshop with the yoga instructor that I trained with. And it was all about like throwing it into the fire. And so I was like, funny. So she had shared a weapon mantra, which is a destroying mantra, and a fire mudra, which is basically this: your fingers interlaced and your thumbs are straight up. And then you just imagine like everything that you want burned away. You repeat Hum Pat Swaha Swaha Swaha. And Swaha is a goddess that she basically, her husband was envious of all the other gods' wives. And he asked the other gods if he could, have their wives. And they were like, no, like that's not okay. So she decides, she can see how much he wants it. And she offers to change herself so that she looks like these other goddesses. And in the end, he sees how much it hurts her. So, and basically, I think she ends up like completely burning out or burning up because she's transformed herself so many times into what he wants that he then creates this mudra so that anybody who has anything, when they make an offering with this mudra and mantra, he promises that anything you throw into the fire will be transformed. So I thought it was interesting that it came up yesterday and today is fire.
Yeah, that is interesting. Thank you for sharing that. I have not heard of Swahi, did you say?
Swaha.
Swaha. Okay. Swaha. I'm gonna look her up. That is a very powerful story. Hmm. Makes me think.
Yeah, I was like, oh, well, I mean, I can't count the times that I have. I'm like, oh, I need to fit in with this or that, or you morph into whatever you need to be in a certain situation.
Mhm.
And it's like, oh, I can just throw it into the fire instead.
Right.
Anyways,
Whew.
enough of me crying. Next, Jen.
Hi. I've actually had a really exciting breakthrough this week. I went to yoga, which you think like, why would that be so tremendous? But with this transverse myelitis in my neck, I can't feel my limbs. I think I said that last week. So there's so much numbness that when I go to call on my muscles to do things, like even walk downstairs, sometimes like something's not working right, but I can't even figure out, I mean, if you think about all the steps that it takes to walk downstairs, all of the things your body has to do that properly, like I don't know where the disconnection is. So I've been spending this past year kind of waiting to see how far I'm going to heal. And I just decided to hell with it. I'm going to go to yoga and just see what I can do, which is scary when you go to call on a muscle and it's not there, or you can't feel anything. So you don't even know if it's going to respond. And so I went, and it was ropes yoga. Have you guys done ropes yoga? I have. It's like you hang upside down from ropes on a wall. Mike, I see you nodding. So I was like, well, I mean, I guess this is it. At least I'll have the support of the ropes. So if I go to do something, hopefully the ropes will hold me. And I was shocked and amazed and felt so good, and was able to do like 3 full push up into handstands upside down, holding my whole body weight on my arms, and my neck and my shoulders are my weakest part. So that's where everything starts, is at my neck. So I was like, oh my God. I mean, I came home literally high on that whole experience. So I've been to yoga twice since. I've been 3 times this week. And it just feels really good to have challenged that fear, because it was totally fear that was holding me back. And I'm a big skier. I've skied since I was 3. I taught skiing at Squaw Valley for many years, and other mountains, and lived in Breckenridge for years. And I literally was thinking last week, my husband was like, should we go skiing this year? I'm like, if I can't walk downstairs, how am I going to be able to ski down a mountain? But I have more confidence now that I'll be able to probably not hit the moguls the way I used to, but I'll still be able to go down a mountain and be in the trees and experience the snow. So that was like the greatest gift of all time. And then I was just watching this thing. I'm trying to find a piece of paper. I was just watching this thing from, I don't even know how it came across oh yes, I do. My desk. It's someone who I do Healy stuff with. She put up this video. She shared a video with me that was about breaking limiting beliefs, which, Janice, I know, I mean, there's been modules about it, obviously. But it's right and wrong, good or bad, pod and POC, which I'll explain what those are. All 9, shorts, boys, POVADs, and beyonds. And I'll attach the link to the this little video that explains it in the chat. But it's basically like pod and POC is what gets it for me. It's the point of creation and the point of destruction, where we created the beliefs that are holding us back. And we don't even have to really know what the beliefs are. But we can say this clearing statement anytime we run up into a limiting belief, anytime we say something that reinforces a limiting belief.
Nope, we lost her. Jen, we lost you. I don't know if you can hear us. Hmm. I've heard of that pot and pock.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, now you're back.
Okay. I don't know where I lost you, but I think we can use this at any time that we've created a limiting belief, we've run into a limiting belief, or we've said something that we want to like, oops, you know, I don't know if you guys do this, but I do it. Oh, wait, scratch that, back up, you know, whatever. I try to erase, you know, time smudge that little moment where I said something that I shouldn't have said. And so I wasn't able to finish the whole video, but it's absolutely hysterical. There's some some cursey words in there. So just be forewarned. But it just hit me right in the kisser when it came across my feed, because we are, as you've been saying this whole time, Janice, we are the creator of our reality. And so the idea that we can, I find that I probably will need to say this, I mean, 50 times a day, just how many I'm conditioned to kind of make fun of myself. I say things and mock myself to minimize or to make myself smaller and less important and less knowledgeable, less wise, all of those things. My husband's always telling me, like, why are you apologizing for that? That's stupid. Why are you doing that? Because I apologize for
Canadian
everything.
with your apologizing so much?
Isn't that funny? So I find it super, really accessible. And also this saying, I find it accessible. And what I was thinking about as I was walking to my office to get on the call was like, how do we get this into the hands of the masses who maybe are not us here in Soulfully Aligned Women, right? This is the idea of being able to undo harm and to loosen the hold of negative thought patterns. I mean, just what a gift to the planet if we could do that. So
Jen, I'm just going to interject here. When using the tools of access consciousness, I often like to do this, you know, when you get that limiting belief, I was like, let's destroy and uncreate all that is, times a godzillion. Good, bad, right, wrong, pod, poc, all nines, shorts, boys, bads.
So you are told this is access consciousness that I was talking about. So you are
it
totally
is, and,
you know
and
it.
then instead of doing your best to recite that and remember it, it's very easy to just say pod, poc, pod, poc, pod, poc. There's
Pod,
point
poc.
of creation, point of destruction. So, and then of course, you know, we could get into the whole, let's talk about access forever and ever. And it does go on and on and on forever. When you want to share it with anybody, it's just pod, poc, pod, poc. And, you know, if somebody says something to you, it's like pod, poc. They don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly. That would not be unusual for them to look at me like, what are you doing? I'm often the weirdo in the room, but thank you for that. This is my first experience with access consciousness, and I was really enthralled.
The more you delve into it, the more amazing things you'll learn.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm so excited. Another rabbit hole to go down.
Well, it's
or a squirrel.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like everything kind of hits you at different times, at different layers, depending on where you're at. It's like, keep feeding it to me, because at some point it's going to like zing, right? And then I'm going to go,
yeah.
Oh my gosh, I get it. Oh my gosh. Whole new layer here. Yeah. Like, opened up.
And the silliness, the silly thing is, I was sitting here in another program that I was doing my writing, and I'm writing out limiting beliefs that I have. And so I was literally writing out these things that still fill me with confusion, but affect my ability to speak out loud and live out loud, whatever. And as I'm doing this, my girlfriend texts this to me and is like, you have to watch this right now. So while I'm literally writing out the limiting beliefs and, you know, trying to journal about it to get my head, I'm like, screw this, pod poc that. I don't want it anymore. I don't need to write about it. I don't need to have it. I don't need to delve into it. Just pod poc it. Perfect. I love it.
Yes. Yes. So I love it too. That I was kind of experiencing that yesterday too. Must be something about letting go of limiting beliefs because I'm working in a program with Gina DeVee right now, and she's of course helps you clear out that money issues, money blocks.
Mhm.
And she was talking about limiting beliefs yesterday, and I'm like, I know what they are. I know what they are, right? Why do they just keep
Mhm.
coming up, right? And that's what I want to get to. That's why
Mhm.
I'm in there. It's like I know what my limiting beliefs are, but it's just that, doing it again and again and again and hearing it in different ways. And there's so many things
Mhm.
like that have shifted for me and since the beginning of January. And I'm like going back and like, okay, I've heard this like 100 times from other coaches but oh my gosh, it's personal now. It's here,
Mhm.
it's landed, I get it. And at a deeper level, and that's so much fun when that happens, right? I
Mhm.
love it.
Yeah.
It's very enlightening, it's empowering, it's uplifting, it's
Yeah.
like the angels singing. "Wah." Yeah.
Yeah.
And everything that we're learning is just another tool for our little toolbox. And what
Mhm.
you're sharing with us, Janice, is another tool.
That's right.
And the access is just another tool. Your healing stuff is a tool. And it doesn't necessarily mean we have to use that one tool all day long. You can combine them all. Yeah. Oh yeah, I did access, I did Reiki, I did this, I did that. So okay, so what? And then you get the skeptics. Which one worked? And I
Yeah.
just go, all of them.
Right. Right.
Thank you. So
Mhm.
it's like, oh, you carry all those rocks in your pockets.
Yeah.
Why? Because I believe they work.
Well, and it's not like some people come in and think, okay, this is going to fix me. I'm going to, I'm going to be all fixed in the end. It's not like that because you are continually evolving and changing. And so it's an ongoing process of evolution.
On that note, I wonder who decided we were broken.
Yeah, that's right. Well, each person thinks, well, it's not working for me. My manifesting isn't working. So there's something that needs to get shifted or changed or fixed, right? Thanks, Jen. Great conversation. Lane, it's your turn. Hello, girl. Look at those beautiful windows.
Hello, everybody. Um, Pardon me. Sorry.
Oh, I just said I love your windows.
Oh, thank you. Um, I am just really excited because I am going to. It's called the Raven Tree Dome, and it's just outside of Cochrane, and it's a sound session. It's called,
Oh,
and there's just like a meditation and singing bowls, and it's this big dome with special, I don't know, special walls for sound, and so I'm really excited. I get to do that tomorrow.
ooh.
So um the only thing is, I was just thinking 2 days ago, it's like, oh, it's been so awesome. My kids haven't been sick for so long, no coughing. It's awesome. I just was feeling grateful for it. Then yesterday, my day home lady sent a picture of my daughter all curled up on the couch, and I'm like, no. And then, so hopefully, I stay well enough to go to this. It's called Vibe High. Have you heard of it,
The
Janice? Or,
the vibe, what?
well, this is at the Raven Tree Dome, it's called,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just north of Cochrane.
No, but I'm
Anyway,
sure interested.
the program is called Vibe High, so I'm looking forward to it. So
Me too. I just put that on my radar now after hearing you to say that. So my next trip to Calgary, that's where I'm going.
yeah, it's just north of Cochrane. So I'll let you guys know how it is next week. So I'm
Let me know,
excited.
Kelly. I can come with you.
Okay, we'll all meet there.
That would be cool.
Jen and Micah, you'll have to fly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
But yeah, that's pretty much what's going on with me.
Oh, we lost Jen. That
Oh,
will be shifting. And if you are struggling with any virus or anything, just see it dissolving in that frequency of the sound vibrations. Yeah.
yeah, it says to show up with an intention. So I'm
Okay.
working on that.
Awesome.
Mhm.
Welcome back, Jen.
Thank you. Sorry about that.
No problem. Oh my goodness, you guys. So much going on. And this is it. Like February 1st. February has some incredibly powerful energies coming in, and we are coming back into like codes coming in. That has come through for me. I haven't heard it from anyone else yet that I listened to, but I did feel that there are some strong light codes coming through. So be open to that to receive. And it could be, part of this physical body shakeup, right? The changes in that our body catching up to the frequencies that we are beginning to resonate at. So take care of yourself and yeah, do all the things, all the water, and also I had a vision the other day of the light coming in and clearing the crystals that are within our body. So, and that I hadn't heard before. That's new for me. Maybe it's not new out there, but that channeling was like, oh, what is that? And there was a little bit of resistance in me around that. I'm like, what kind of crystals are we talking about? Because there's good crystals and there's bad crystals in the body. So I just have to lean into trust on that. But that was coming through too, of like visualizing that the crystals that are within your body, like polishing them up and shining them up so they are working at their most highest state for you. The energy, this module of fire, oh my goodness, that is totally coming through right now. The fire for all of us to claim what it is that we are creating. There's been a lot of the years of like, okay, healing, stepping into that divine feminine, clearing and empowerment and feeling worthy. And now we are in the energy of like, okay, it's go time. It is time to move forward. No more hiding, no more self-sabotage, no more hiding behind, I don't know, I'm not sure what I want. It's like, nope, go. Figure it out and go. And I don't know if you're feeling that at all, but this is truly, oh, thanks, Jen. Perfect. This is truly coming through in a very bigger wave of energy coming in this way of fire up and move forward. And you'll be feeling it in the feelings of like independence, right? Like I feel like I want to be free. I want to make my own choices. And it may even come up in, if that's a trigger for you with somebody else says, oh, you should do this. You might even feel like, get away from me. Don't tell me what to do. I'll do what I want to do. Right. So be aware of that. So anybody read the book, Women Who Run with the Wolves by Clarissa Pinkola? Oh my gosh. Yeah. Right. I am going to definitely reread it again this month or play it. I have it on Audible. I'm going to replay it.
Mhm.
It is beautiful. Go ahead, Jen.
I was just going to say, I participated in a book club about it, and it was like hundreds of women from all over the world. And it was so interesting, everyone's perspectives of the stories. I was about to say they were so much grander than my perspectives. Like they just read and found so much wisdom in those stories. So it would be really interesting if we could like in the chat share a certain section or talk about it a little bit as we peruse that. If anybody else is planning on reading it, I will listen to it again. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get it too. I haven't listened to it yet, but I will.
Yeah.
I've
She is
heard of it.
yeah, she's a gifted writer. Very poetic and beautiful, even listening to it on Audible. Beautiful. I think it's her voice on Audible. I'm pretty sure it is.
It is, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is.
pretty sure she's a beautiful voice, very soothing. So yeah, I highly recommend reading it. It's very empowering. And there's a passage in there, and I have it in your module. It says the aspect of a wolf that the wild woman relies on is the idea of freedom, the idea of being unspoiled and having rhythms that are uninterrupted by overdoses of the intellect. So bone by bone and hair by hair, through night dreams, through events half understood and half remembered, the wild woman comes back. And you see, it's told that there's a place in the desert where the spirit of women and the spirit of wolves meet across time. Oh, so beautiful. And so I think what she's saying there is there's a point in our life when we reclaim our power. You know, we grow up and we get into perhaps relationships, we have children, we give, and then there's a point where we go, yeah, no, this, and some women are gifted with that early in their life, some it comes later. It doesn't matter where you are at, but there is a point when you reclaim and you remember that wild freedom. And this is just such a beautiful place to be because it's so empowering. And it's hard for the women leading other women when they're not there, when they haven't felt that power, when they haven't felt that reconnection to who you are at the very center of your heart, your soul, because so many women are living their lives for everyone else. And I struggle with that. I do. I have a sister that I was just saying to my husband, it doesn't matter how much we chat, she is just still living her life for the men around her. And I just want to take her and shake her and go, will you wake up? Because I see it draining her, and I see her whole life force kind of draining out. And I just want women to feel that. It doesn't mean you have to leave your husband. It doesn't mean you have to stop being a mom or being a caretaker. It means that you do it with more empowerment and more fire within you. And you do that, but you also live your life. You go do that traveling if that's what you so choose, right? You go create, and you honor that part of you. And so this aspect of ourselves is there, sometimes hidden deeply, that remembers we are connected to the wolf energy, and we have the power to do things our way, to create unhindered by society, to run freely without the worry of what others think, to be fully in our power. And this month is all about connecting to this aspect of our wild self, of remembering who she was before she was told to sit down, quiet down, and good girls don't do that. I recently heard something that helped me remember my power. By Melanie Ann Layer. She said, women who self-lead will change the world. She said to listen, absorb, and learn from your coach or mentor, then go do it your way. Listen to your inner voice and guidance. I have learned that I and you too have the same amazing power within us that is in everyone, but most have not found that fire yet. They've not even looked for it. They have not let their voice out. They have not yet given themselves the permission they are waiting for from society to run free and create from this fire. But we're learning how to do this here together, and we're going to give ourselves our own permission to run with the wolves. When I first started this, I began writing the questions. If there were no rules, who would I be? If there were no limits, what would I dream for? If I were raised in the wild with no society to mold me, who do I think I would be now? And then this channeling came through. For some, this is hard. They cling to the safety of their family. These are the bindings to let loose, and when you do it, will be like letting the hot air balloon rise up. There's no view from the ground. It may be scary to let loose, but once you do, you will see it is so much more beautiful from this higher perspective. There are many more views, many more colors, and it is much easier to breathe. You experience freedom. Rest assured, you will not lose yourself when you open to this fire within you. Instead, you become so much more enhanced. There's more of you, so much more, and we are so excited to see you set sail. It is like the young child letting go of your hand to take their first steps. We watch as the loving parent cheering you on. It's like the phoenix bursting into flames, only to rise up with golden wings. But we know you take baby steps, and that is okay. This is why we are here for you. And once you feel that power rise within you, you will realize that you don't need us, as you have all the power within you. Let go of the fears, let go of your inhibitions, let go of the limits. You are guiding the way for others to find more of everything, more happiness, more joy, more abundance. Once you do it, more and more will follow. You are needed to clear this trail. And that's from our guides. And I said this morning in meditation. The one thing I notice with women is their resistance to claim what it is that they truly desire. No, I'm okay. I'm okay. I don't mind doing this. It's okay. This is the role I play. It's like, find the fire. You can still play the roles. Find that fire within you. Claim it. Go deep down into your heart and find those desires that are there, and allow yourself the freedom to say, yes, I do have this dream. It's there. You don't have to like announce it, but I think the more you speak it out loud, your voice holds a frequency that resonates for you. When you speak, there's something that shifts in the frequency in your energy field. When you speak what it is that you desire, claim it and declare it. There's none of this like, oh God, please, bless me. I'm so grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's like, universe, I declare this is my dream. This is what I truly desire and what I'll go for. And there's lots of
And
layers to this because we are worried about disappointment. And that's where the self-leading comes in. It's being able to be courageous enough to step up into that beautiful power, that strength, that fire within you, claim it, and know that you are going to be fine. Yes, there's going to be some dreams maybe that don't quite manifest, maybe, or maybe it'll all come flowing in. Who knows? But the standing in your truth is where the power comes flowing in. Stop hiding.
not only can you declare it, but you can also command it.
True.
So,
Yeah.
it's one of my little tools. So
Command it. Yes. And I am so feeling like that freedom, that like it's like being bound up and then letting all those ropes go, and feeling room to breathe. And it's like, yeah, this is my truth. This is what you want to become more aware of. This is what you want to be working through. What is it that I desire? Because otherwise we're kind of all over the place. We're here, we're there. But when we get really clear and truthful in our own heart and within us, then everything clears up. It gets clearer for us. So I'm going to take you guys on a little journey. If you're ready. And then that will be awesome. Okay. So I am going to share my screen, give you guys some music. And we'll just put some background in here. All right. So settle in. You can light a candle if you have one there. How's the sound okay for you? Let me know if it's not loud enough or if my voice is not loud enough. There we go. All right. So closing your eyes. after you look at that beautiful Metatron's cube, knowing that is the perfection at our quantum level. And take in some deep breaths. Letting go. Breathing in nice and deep, cleansing breaths. Let go. When you're ready, come back to your normal breathing pattern. Bring your awareness into your heart space and see the light in your heart begin to grow, and feel yourself sink into that. Sink into that place of peace and calm. Let that light grow with each breath. Let that light at your heart begin to expand and grow and expand. Breathing in, and as you breathe out, expand it out. Until it is all around you. You are filled up with this beautiful heart frequency. You're feeling the love. You're feeling the gratitude. Feel it fill you up. And let that heart light go down, syncing you up with Mother Earth. So see that channel of light from your heart go all the way down into the earth, connecting with Mother Earth, with her beautiful warm hug. Feel her warm fires, sacred fire, and let that come up your body. Let those fires come up your legs. See them burning in your root chakra. See it coming up into your belly chakra and into your solar plexus. This radiant fire coming up, right up into your heart, opening up that channel even more, burning away anything blocking your path, feeling that right for more creativity, for more love, for more support, for more abundance. Fill it up in your body. Bring it up into your heart. Let it go up into your throat, clearing the throat chakra. Let it come up into your third eye, like the sun burning away the fog, clearing things up for you right up through the top of your head. And feel your heart light shining up. With it, keep going all the way up into the universe, to that beautiful heart of the universe, and see that radiant light now. The beautiful energy, life force, creative flow, inspiration, guidance, pure love flowing down into your body, syncing up with your heart and continuing right down into the heart of Mother Earth. And you are standing in this column of light, of fire, of radiant life force energy, standing strong. Breathe it in. Let it clean and clear away anything holding you back. And feel into your heart. Feel into those deep, hidden heart desires. And imagining that you are opening up a beautiful golden box in your heart, opening it up to reveal your beautiful light of your heart desires. You're just going to let it out and see how it feels. Let it radiate through your body. And I want you to imagine that you're standing on the edge of a forest, looking out at a beautiful field that goes on and on and on. And there's a sense of expansiveness and freedom. And you're feeling this desire just to let loose and run. To run through the fields, fully uninhibited, waving your arms, yelling, screaming, whatever comes forth. Just let yourself go. And your legs are light and they carry you forward with ease. And you feel like you could run forever. And as you are running, the wolves are gathering with you and running with you. These are your wolves. This is your pack. See them coming up on both sides, running with you across this field. Keep going. Let yourself howl with these wolves. Let yourself keep running and feeling that freedom, that spaciousness, that expansiveness. And you're not tired. You don't get tired at all. You just feel yourself freely flying through the air. And up ahead is a big old tree with the sun radiating down on it. And you are running to that tree. And the wolves are coming with you. You're barefoot. Your hair is loose. You run to that tree. And then sit down with your back against the tree, catching your breath, feeling exhilarated, feeling expanded, feeling so free of any constraints. And let the wolves gather around you. Notice your wolves, what they look like. Notice how many there are. Notice if they come and lay up against you, or walk around, guarding you. And just let yourself breathe in gratitude for this freedom. Fill up your body. Imagine being so far away from any of society, from anyone watching you, from any expectations. And just experience this freedom. It's not only exhilarating and expansive, but it's also, oh, relaxing. This is the you deep in your heart. What is it that your heart is calling to you for? What is the deep hidden dream that you haven't told anyone? Let that rise up. Let yourself hold it, experience it. Acknowledge it today. Just acknowledge it. You're feeding your dream right now with this. You're allowing it to come out in the open, to say, you are accepted, you belong, and it's okay, it's safe. You hold that in your heart like a baby. And how can the wolves help you with this? How can they help you be courageous? Right. So we're going to come back soon. Going to gather the wolves around you, thanking them, hugging them, whatever you feel, looking them in the eyes. So much gratitude for you, for the work you're doing. Begin to slowly feel yourself sitting in your chair again, coming back from this journey. Feel yourself in your room, the temperature in your room, the sounds around you. Move your body, wiggle your fingers and toes. And come on back and open your eyes when you're ready. And so this is a good time to consider, if there were no rules, who would you be? If there were no limits, what would you dream for? If you were raised in the wild, how would you be different now? Answering some of those journal questions in the module to help take this, and record what you saw, what you felt. And if you felt any resistance to any of it, Why? What's there? All right. If anyone feels the call to share, we can share, and then before we go.
I really enjoyed the part about how you said we're running barefoot and our hair is flowing and then running up to the tree and pushing ourselves up against the tree. It was like I could just visualize myself doing that because, you know, I'm all about trees.
Mhm. Oh, yeah. And have you ever had a dream, where you're running and it's easy? You don't get tired and your legs are just flying and you're so fast. I love that. Yeah.
I think mine took me to the mountains in a log cabin, just doing my thing,
Nice.
becoming a hermit. I don't know that I didn't really become a hermit necessarily, but I like the idea of that freedom.
Yeah.
Growing my own stuff, self-sustenance, right? Everything is all I need is there.
Mm, beautiful.
I was howling with the wolves, and just being new to yoga, I've been learning, like, I was like, what is this om about? Why are we oming? So I like looked it up, and it's like it clears negative energies. So in that meditation, when I was howling with the wolves, I felt like it was like an om, and I was clearing negative energies.
Oh,
It's cool.
and it's cool. Lena and I are in the same yoga class. It's like if you listen to the ohms at the beginning and the ohms at the end are so much more in sync and louder. It's beautiful. Yeah. Yeah. And if
I've
you have,
actually never noticed that, but that's cool.
yeah, it's very cool. And it really does resonate in your chest too, right? I just want to share this card. Here it is with you. I love whenever I think of, finding your voice and connecting to that wild woman within you, I think of this card in the Angels and Ancestors deck by Kyle Gray. It's the she-wolf. I don't know if you can see that very well, but she is howling with the wolves. I love this image. And I always picture that. Unleash the wild within is what it says. So, okay. Anybody else, or we're good?
I just wanted to say, when I was by the tree, because I loved that part too, and my pack came up, I kept like pack passing back and forth between the wolf pack and then my actual dogs, because I'm with them all the time and would, like, when I'm not with them, I can't wait to get back home to them. But it was in this meditation, it was like all of those wolves that were around me were parts of me. So as they came up and I was embracing them and having one-on-one time with them, it was like a part of me was approaching, and I was loving and accepting that. And I didn't realize that at the beginning of when they were coming up. It was like at the end, it was a realization like, oh, those were all parts of me that I have somehow exiled or, not let come to the surface or be seen. So that was really neat.
Oh, that's powerful. Thank you. Ugh. Okay. Micah, you good? Okay. Just wanted to make space for you if you wanted. But okay. Right. So this is the month of empowerment, of your empowerment. And yeah, and some of you maybe have painted wolves already. I thought we'd paint a wolf this month, or you may find something else. Maybe it's a tree, or, really tap into that. Go, what is the painting for me this month that it will most empower or me. Maybe it's fire. Right. Okay. So I'm going to let you guys go. We're a little over the 1 hour and we do meet tomorrow. Yes, we do. This is the final of the Soulful Entrepreneur, the final module. Okay. And it's really very much like we're going to go over the key points that we've talked about already. So if you've missed and you're not caught up, it's all good. So, okay. I will see you guys tomorrow maybe, and have a beautiful day. Love
You
you.
guys too. See you.
Bye.
I